Shiv Narayan, everyone. We have Prashant Trivedi, aka PT, again with us today. So kind of you to be here with us, PT.
Yes, Ankita. Yes,
So
it's good to
great
be back here.
to be here.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
You're very kind. PT, kindly clarify, is it Vedic to obliterate beings who do not go according to Dharma?
Okay, okay. So let's understand Vedic principles first. Okay, so basic Vedic principle for all beings in this Brahmand and universe is live and let live. Okay, that's a basic Vedic principle. Okay, but when there are beings which come in the way of others living, okay,
Yes.
so live and let live is the basic overall concept, okay, for every being. Everyone should live themselves and let others live, okay. But if somebody comes in the way of others living, okay, then things can be done to them, like you said, okay. So in order to defend yourself and defend your right to live, okay. So in the Vedic stories, like all the avatars like of divine have given a whole sort of direction as to how that is to be done. For example, there was that story which we talked about last time, the holy story about
Yes.
Prahlad and Hiranyakashipu, which is the Vedic story. Okay, so what happened was that Hiranyakashipu was not allowing Prahlad to live. Okay, he was trying to kill him,
Yes.
right? So, and when it was no fault of Prahlad, was not under fault. Okay, and Hiranyakashipu was going against Dharma himself. Okay,
Yes.
by not accepting divine, or
Yes.
saying that he was going against Dharma himself, and at the same time he was disturbing Prahlad, who
Yes.
was doing both things.
Yes.
Okay, and he was
Right.
actually trying to kill him. Okay, now in that case, the nursing avatar took place, and nursing avatar, what you said, obliterated or killed Hiranyakashipu. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so in that case, the nursing avatar shows that in such a situation that has to be done.
Wow. Very clarified.
So that is the Vedic. So that avatar has made it very clear that in a situation like that, it has laid down a barometer, a principle that in a situation like that, that is the action which is the correct action, which
Yes.
is the righteous action, which is the correct action. Okay,
Yes.
what was done with Hiranyakashipu by nursing avatar. Okay, so that's eventually that makes the Vedic thing very, very clear. Okay, like what has to be done.
Yes.
Okay.
So killing is not a villainous thing altogether, according to Vedic.
Okay. Yes. Like if killing was a villainous thing, then all of our avatars like Ram, Krishna, Parashuram, all of them will be villains. Okay, biggest villains because they killed the most amount of beings. Okay, like
Yes.
Ram killed so many Rakshasas. Okay, yeah, Krishna killed so many Rakshasas and he killed Krishnapal and he killed so many beings. Okay, so Parashuram killed so many. I mean, so if killing was a villainous thing, then all the avatars are villains. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So it is not so, like again we get to the same principle. When all the avatars of divine are giving a basic demonstration that when it is okay to do that, and under which circumstance should one do that? Like in Ramayana also, Ram was just not going around killing just for fun.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, he was killing those beings which were going against them, were tormenting other beings, torturing other beings,
Yes.
even doing things directly to him,
Yes.
trying to kill him. Okay, so that is self-defense in all kinds of situations. Same with Krishna, same with Parashuram, all of these things. Okay,
Yes.
so when there is a need and a
Yes.
situation, like you have to do that, and that is part of Vedic. Yeah, and that all Vedic things show that in all the history of this Brahman, it has been shown by the avatars.
Yes. Yes. So initially, it is Vedic to just live and let live, but then when it's required, when someone is attacking you unnecessarily or going around killing beings unnecessarily or disturbing them unnecessarily, then taking action against them is required.
obviously required. I mean, you have to defend.
We have,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, defending is not un-Vedic. Okay.
Wow, very kind
Yeah.
of clarify.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is not even called ahimsa. Like in that, like that is called self-defense. Okay, ahimsa is like when you start something. Okay,
Yes.
Ram, Krishna, none of these people started anything themselves. They
Yeah.
were not going out of their way to harm anybody or try to do anything to anybody. These beings were coming towards them and they were challenging them. They were that thing.
That's
like,
right. Yes,
it's not like you're looking for trouble. You're not looking for trouble. You're not trying to that thing. You are trying to take care of yourself in Vedic and be nice to everyone else too. Okay, that is the thing.
Yes.
But if the other beings are not like that,
Yes.
and they are like for example, if you have a cow, okay, and you have a place, you have a cow, and somebody wants to kill your cow,
Yes.
and come and kill your cow, then you will have to defend the cow, and you have to defend yourself from that being. So
Yes.
in that, you will have to do whatever action is necessary in order to do that.
Yes, yes, that's right.
So that is Vedic. That is Vedic. Okay.
Yes. Taking action.
Is Vedic. It's not like, oh, you will just let it be and let it happen. And
yes, that's right.
That's non-Vedic. That's not Vedic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, taking proactive action when it's required, putting your foot down, like just not letting just do just anyone do anything to you, right?
And yeah. Obviously,
disturb the peace, and just putting the foot down and being stern enough to stop them, right?
Obviously, you have to take whatever action is necessary to stop them. And if finally, if that is the thing, so you have to. But it's not like you are trying to do anything harm to anybody. It's not your intention to harm anybody. Even then, your intention is to stop them. Like even when Krishna and Ram killed these beings, their intention was not to harm these beings. Their intention was to stop them.
Their intention was to stop them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just stop them. Like not exactly like they didn't have any inimical feelings toward them. Like even though they are in the wrong in Akaship and stuff, but they just put a stop to it because it has to be done. And that's what the Vedic thing is. You know,
that's what
you have to, and you have to take proactive action. And this whole thing of inaction is not there in Vedic. That's why Krishna told Arjun to fight, right?
Yeah.
And in the war in Mahabharata, he didn't say like you just run away and go let things happen as whatever and just go hide in the jungle.
That's right. That's
yeah. So
yes, you're very.
So the Vedic message is very clear in this regard. Like anybody who is saying anything else, they are not going as per Vedic. Like Vedic message is very clear about this. Very clear.
Very clarifying, because nowadays beings don't want to raise their voice to stop adharm or just you're very kind. So they are always giving excuses to not fight adharm. Like they say, ahimsa mo dharma. So what do you have to say about that? Kindly clarify.
Okay. Ahimsa means live and let live. Okay. Which I already said. Ahimsa means live and let live. I said that is the basic dharma anyways. Okay. I said that already in the beginning. So ahimsa means that. Ahimsa means live and let live. That's all ahimsa means. Okay. That does not mean that you will not defend yourself or you will not take proactive action when necessary to stop. That does not mean that. That's not ahimsa. Okay.
Yes, one. So ahimsa is not just seeing beings do nonsensical activities right in front of you, like killing a cow or troubling a cow, and not doing anything about it, right? That's not ahimsa.
Yeah, that's not ahimsa.
Very
okay. That will come under ahimsa only.
That will come under ahimsa only. Wow, that's very clarifying.
Okay, so and why beings are saying these kind of things right now, and why beings say these kind of things, because they themselves are in adharma.
Yes, they're themselves.
I mean, you can't fight adharma when you are yourself in adharma.
Yes, you're very kind. So that's where cowardice comes from. Cowardice.
Yes, obviously, cowardice comes from actually not being in dharma. Like nobody is like hardly any beings are going as per Vedic principles or living as per that. So they don't actually have any ground to stand on.
Yes.
To do anything. to actually.
Yes,
So
you're very kind to clarify.
so that's why they hide behind misinterpretation of Sanskrit terms like ahimsa. Okay.
Wow, very clarifying. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and is it also not facing the fact of death where there's an element of surrender, where you want to surrender to divine and multiverse to the extent where you're ready to do anything for divine and the multiverse, like even go and fight and uh,
Yes.
at the risk of getting killed or killing or
at the risk of getting killed.
yeah.
Yes. Obviously, that's exactly what happened with the Krishna and Arjun. Krishna told Arjun exactly the same thing, that you have to fight. You might that, but that doesn't matter. Like Jim saying,
That's
you will
right.
die. You die doing fighting for a good cause, like for dharma only. Jim saying.
Yes.
So first you have to be following dharma yourself. You have to follow dharma yourself. Then only you can fight for dharma. Okay.
Yes,
So
that's right.
so Arjun had to first follow dharma himself, which he was doing since childhood. Okay, and then he had to fight for it as well when the
Yes,
need
that's
came.
right. Yes.
And to surrender to divine. And
Yes.
actually, if he did not fight at the time, that would be Hinsa.
Yes, that would be Hinsa. Yes, very
Yeah.
kind to clarify. Because if
Yeah.
a being is doing the right actions all of their life, they're not going to be afraid of death in the first place because they know that
Yes.
after they die, they're going to be in a better place. So all
Yes.
that is going to help them move forward and just do the right action no matter what, right?
Yeah. Yes, and that concept is also from Vedic only. Only Vedic tells that if you die like that, you go to a better place. Where is that knowledge coming from? That is Vedic knowledge only. Okay. So Vedic is very clear about all these things. In Gita, it's very clear. In all the stories before, it's very clear. Everything is clear by the avatars, and that's why, like even when Krishna killed so many beings and Ram killed so many beings, they were not called Hinsak.
Yes, that's right. That makes total sense. That makes total sense.
They were not called Hinsak, like James saying. And they are not Hinsak.
They are not. Yes.
Yeah. So they are that is real ahimsa. Like,
wow, that is real ahimsa. Beautiful.
So once that is clear, it's not this modern definition which has been this fake definition, which has been put in by people, who are not following dharma themselves, who are cowards, and who actually are willing to do things for some gain out here.
That's right.
On this plane, like, and that's all. Like, it's nothing to do with real anything.
Yes. Very kind of you to clarify. So, Dharma is actually a very important concept according to Vedic Sanatan.
Yes. Dharma yudh. Okay. Means you're fighting for dharma. Okay.
Yes.
So once you practice dharma, okay, dharma means like aligning with the divine will, with the multiversal will. That's dharma. Once you do that yourself, then you have to fight for it. You have to show that you're following it by fighting for it.
Wow. Okay. Beautifully clarified.
Yes. So obviously, once you are aligning with it, then obviously when the time comes, you can't run away. Like if you're going to run away at that time, then you will be actually not following the multiversal will at that time.
Wow.
So from dharma, you will go into adharma.
That's right. Okay. Yes.
You will go from righteousness to unrighteousness. Okay, you will move from that. So that is just normal thing. Like, so that is so Bible Vedic teach unrighteousness. It teaches righteousness.
That's right. Taking proactive action when it's required. Yes.
Yeah. So it always teaches that, and it has always taught that. Okay. So it is not saying like, okay, you're following dharma now. When it comes to war, now you don't need to follow them. Like, okay, and you have to follow them only until the war comes. And when war comes, then don't.
Yes.
It's not like that. Obviously, when the war situation happens, then also you have to stay with them, stand with them.
Yes, that's right. Yes, you have to stand.
You can't be a fair weather dharma person, like where you'll follow dharma when situation is all easy, but when the situation becomes tough, then you will not.
That's true. Yes, the test of time. Yes.
Yeah. So that's what the dharma yudh concept is.
Wow, beautifully clarified.